Mr. Sam Kishka, welcome to Radioacktiva Rock Planet. How you doing?
Hello, I'm doing fantastically. It's a beautiful day here in Nashville, Tennessee. And how's it going for you?
Awesome. We're already waiting for you guys with spectacular weather here in Bogota. So let's hurry up because we want Greta Van Fleet now here in Bogota. And talking about Bogota, Colombia, thank you for being with us today, but especially thank you for coming to Colombia. Are you ready? What do you know about Colombia?
I am so ready. I know that it has some beautiful views in all of the world. And I really hope we get a little chance to check it out a little bit more than just going in, playing the show, and getting out. Because, oh man, what a beautiful country, right?
Yeah, if you guys need some tour guide, you can tell in Radioacktiva. We will be happy to help you.
There we go. That's what I want.
We can make some little eating tour, for example.
Yes, please. That sounds fantastic.
Yeah, awesome. But that's Colombia. But you'll be playing at Stereo Picnic, and we can wait. But you guys have been touring all around the world with the rock and roll sword and armor. Well, how do you see the current rock scene, the fans, the public in general? How are they reacting all around the world with this rock and roll message?
The thing about the rock and roll fans is that they all kind of share a communal identity. It's almost like anywhere in the world we go, we know these people because they're like-minded people. They're just like us. And when we play for a crowd, whether it be 5,000 people, 15,000 people, whatever, it's sharing an experience. It's creating something kind of together, because when the audience really loves what we're doing and we're loving what we're doing, it's just this positive feedback loop, and we just kind of ascend together, which is so much fun. And that's pretty much the reason we do what we do.
You guys have a lot of fun, no? On every show for you, it's like, let's have some fun, let's have some rock and roll, but especially let's give our fans some great time.
Yes, exactly. And a lot of the time, we just played a show in Phoenix, Arizona in the US, and it was kind of a one-off situation for us, and we haven't played in about a month, and we had so much fun, and we made up so much stuff just on stage. And I was thinking about it afterwards, and I thought, wow, there's not a lot of bands who can just kind of make up stuff on the spot. And it was just so much fun because everybody was into it and everybody was into what we were doing, but at the same time, we were just kind of creating new music on stage. And who knows, maybe that stuff goes on the next record. You never know.
Awesome. And nobody knows what's really happening on the stage, no? We are just like the crowd. Oh yeah, Greta Van Fleet, and behind it's everything. It's another world.
Yeah, we're all in for the ride, right?
Awesome, man. Awesome. Well, and especially with the new Greta Van Fleet child, because Starcatcher arrived, and it's awesome. Came like always with Greta Van Fleet, fresh rock and roll air. Your bass, oh my God, your bass line. I love your bass line. All that. Oh, the mix, everything you mix, like the guitar, the drums. And you're creating like an universe, no? It's like a whole universe, because it's spectacular to know about this universe that you are creating with the light against the darkness, with I don't know, these characters. It's all a new universe, but it's part of a whole world, no? Greta Van Fleet, it's like creating a whole universe.
Yes, of course. I listened to one of the records that changed my life, especially musically, was the Beatles' Love album. And I'm not exactly sure when that came out. Maybe it was like 2010s-ish. But I sat down and I listened to that all in one go. And it made me realize that, like, songs don't have to be islands of themselves. Songs don't have to be isolated. Albums don't have to be isolated. And at that moment, I realized that what they did as the Beatles was completely its own world, and you can blend it all into itself and kind of craft things within the own world. And I kind of started realizing that in Greta Van Fleet. I'm like, this is all its own universe. We can blend things together. We can use lyrical motifs again and again. And it really made me think, wow, it's not about an album. It's not about a song. It's about the entire universe. And Starcatcher is part of that, and it's an expansion on that. And yeah, exactly. So the last album was very much, the battle at Garden's Gate, and it was about that story of humanity. And now we're talking a little bit more ethereal. We're talking a little bit more about, man's or humankind's relationship with a higher power. And
awesome.
It's heavy,
It's heavy, and it's awesome because you're always telling a story. I mean, is there any connection? I know there is, but what is the connection between the names that you were mentioning, like From the Fires and then Black Smoke Rising, Anthem of the Peaceful Army, and then the Battle of Garden's Gate? It's a story, no? It's everything connected in this universe, in this Greta Van Fleet universe.
Yes, of course. And if we look at our own history as planet Earth, I mean, you can look back and just say, I see a lot of war going on. So the people are always warring, and people are always trying to kill each other over, or whether it be religion or territory or idealisms. But
even soccer now these days,
yeah.
it's so sad, but everything it's like that.
Yeah, exactly. Everything is so one way or another, and
that's it.
I guess our innate reaction as humans is to just be really polarizing, one way or another.
Yes.
But I guess the story of humanity is we don't really need to fight. We don't really need to kill each other, because there are so many different ideals that can live together.
Exactly. You have to meet me on the point, no? On my point and your point, and let's meet each other, and that's it.
Of course.
I don't have to I don't want you to make a change on your mind. It's just a different point of view. That's it.
Exactly. And I think we should start opening up that kind of stuff, no matter what it is. I'm not even just talking about politics, just with even if we're just talking about music, like, oh, you don't like this kind of music? Well, let me show you this. As long as the doors to conversation are open and we can talk about these things openly, no matter what they are, just sharing ideas as humans, I think it's so important.
That's how it should be, man. Awesome. Now, before I set you free from Radioacktiva and keep waiting for you guys here in Bogota, our listeners, well, in this case, and also our viewers, send you some quick questions. Are you ready?
Yes, please, bring it on.
Favorite musician, rock musician of all times, man?
Oh man, you can't do that to me.
I know, but our dear listeners, they are evil.
Hey, yes, of course. Let me throw out Jack Bruce,
awesome
player for Cream, famously.
Awesome.
And the reason I say that is because he was the first person who kind of got me interested in music, because I started playing bass. I was like playing boom, 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 whatever. And then my dad pointed out, you hear that? That's a bass. And I was, oh my God, you can play bass like that?
I watched
it. You have to go, exactly, you don't just have to you can go these giant fills. He's playing his bass through a Marshall stack. So let's go with that. He was very influential on me.
Awesome. I know at least a heart attack. They react like that, with a heart attack with your answer, our listeners, because oh my God, I love him. You will see. Man, do you know any Colombian rock and roll bands? Because if you don't, well, our listeners send you some names so we can talk about later when you come here to Bogota.
Please educate me. I am such a music fan. I need to know new bands. I've been looking for new stuff.
Especially because you're coming here and they will ask for you and the rock, on the Colombian rock, you know?
Yes, of course.
Well, they sent three bands. One, it's called Kraken, you know, like the mythological creature, Kraken,
Yes.
one of the most important of all times. Also, Aterciopelados, it's a rare name, but Aterciopelados with an awesome girl's voice. And Diamante Eléctrico, something like Electric Diamond. Some are the recommendation from the listeners, okay?
Yes! Oh my gosh, those are awesome names too.
You have a little bit of homework, because three bands that I know you will fall in love, man.
Oh man, I love new rock and roll. I also love what comes out of your part of the world, which
Thank
is
you.
energetic and fantastic. And that's the same thing that goes with the audiences. Like the audiences, when we go to your part of the world, it's insane.
Yes, I can imagine.
So energetic, and it makes us feel amazing. It's electric. We're playing to them, like I was saying earlier, and they're playing to us at the same time.
Yeah, it's funnier because here in Latin America, it's like we have our like party, like our blood. It's like party to be happy, to be I don't know. It's awesome. So and here you will have a big surprise in Colombia. My dear Sam, they say an advice for those who are just starting in music and want to become rock stars like you guys.
Advice for them?
Yes, I don't know, the newest bands that are I don't know, just beginning, like enter to play in the garage. I don't know.
You know what? I think that the best thing to stick to as far as ethos goes is just stick to what you think is good. Because a lot of the time, what a lot of young people think is, oh, let's do that thing that's cool right now. What's popular right now? No, don't do what's popular right now. Do what you think is great. Because if the chances are, if you think that something is really great and you're doing it in your own way, other people are going to love it too. But if you're doing what's popular at the time, you're already 2, 3, 4 years behind, you know? So just stick to your artistic soul and do what really makes you happy, I think is the most important thing. And that's what we have always done.
Awesome. I agree 100%, man. Thank you very much, dear Sam. We're waiting for you here at Bogota, like I've said like 100 times, 101. Now the microphone is all yours, so you can invite our listeners to your show and keep listening Radioacktiva.
Hey there, it's Sam from Greta Van Fleet, and you're listening to Radioacktiva, the rock planet. You do the same. Thank you for the lovely questions, and I appreciate it so much.